Dear viewer, I thought I'd answer a question that nobody asked and nobody bothered answering. Can I beat Gabriel Ultrakill while reading Copypastas? Rules are simple. I have Ultrakill on one side and a list of Copypastas on the other. The resolution kinda sucks though, so I'll probably remaster this video when/if I ever get to monitors, because quite frankly, I don't know how I'd fit that on my desk. But hey, it's another long form video which everyone could use because people need entertainment while they eat. Looking at you. So, without further ado, here's me doing this stupid challenge. Enjoy. Alright, so let's go. Okay, my wife recently started joining me in watching Smiling Friends, and at first I was very happy we were sharing a show we both liked. Unfortunately, she was started talking like Alan. Oh, I already messed it up. Okay. So, attempt 2. What do you want for dinner? We should go on a vacation, and she said we should, Okay. She said we should dress up as Alan and Gleb for Halloween 3 days after the 31st. All the while claiming she can't stop and that she likes talking like Alan. Do you want to go to Bulk Barn? The cats are out of cat food. We should make grilled cheeses. What should I do? Okay, I accidentally made the subreddit restrict. Wait, this is so difficult because I have to look at like both things at once. I accidentally made the subreddit restricted for 3 years. I apologize for having you guys wait 3 years. I'm trying to appeal it to Reddit so that you guys can post memes. Okay, Gabriel is not having it. I just realized now that it was restricted for all this time. I kind of forgot about the subreddit, just rediscovered it. Sore. That's it, it ends at sore. That was the entire copypasta. My ex-wife refuses to pay child support because she says her Reddit mod work counts as community service. We've been divorced for a few months. I've got full custody of our son. She hasn't sent a single dollar in support. When I brought it up last week, she said she doesn't believe in monetizing emotional labor. Then she told me that her unpaid Reddit moderation is a form of digital community service and that she's already giving back to society. Wait. Okay, I didn't read that twice. Okay, good to know. She spends every day online posting rules, deleting comments. Okay, I just gave up. Kill me. Kill. Thank you. She spends every day online posting rules, deleting comments, and arguing with people. She calls it her shift. I've seen her brag about working overtime because one of her subs hit trending. I tried to explain that child support isn't optional. She said, "You don't understand purpose-driven work." She's unemployed, lives with her parents, so obviously she doesn't have the means to pay me. My son asked me yesterday why his mom doesn't visit anymore. I didn't know what to say. And this is actually kind of perfect because I need to go scroll down a bit. Alright. I gotta lock in. People who gatekeep media consumption often simply lack the vision to comprehend the subconscious mind of a true solipsistic? What kind of a word is solipsistic? I'm just now, like, reading this twice. What is that word? My corporeal form is a laboratory meticulously calibrated by a sacred... Okay, this one's gonna be difficult. How did Gabriel take damage? I saw that health bar go down! I'm dead! How did he get hurt? People who gatekeep media consumption often simply lack the vision to comprehend the subconscious mind of a true solipsistic media hedonist. My corporeal form is a laboratory meticulously calibrated by a sacred THC/CBD tincture administered with the precision of a celestial metronome. That unlocks the latent harmonic frequency. Oh no, I was actually doing alright. This unlocks the latent harmonic frequencies in the data stream, allowing me to absorb 120 daily scrobbles and 2 films not as a consumer, but as a vibrating singularity receiving its own divine broadcast. My reality is an internal euphoric crescendo, an ecosystem where art evolves into a higher state of being, and critiques such as the OPs are just the faint, sad static of a dial-up modem trying to comprehend the singularity. This is good news. We can finally be bees. This isn't your world, but we can be bees. This is good news. You'll live like a bee. A pet. A pet. A pet. Mark, this is good news. You'll live for 30 years. This is insane! Okay, so imagine this. You're walking somewhere in the city and you spot a guy from a distance. He's got red hair that kinda shimmers in the moonlight. Not like glittering Disney princess levels, just this soft glow. He's wearing a Gucci bucket hat. Maybe it's real, maybe he saved up for it, or maybe it's fake. But like a really good fake with actual quality. And then he casually starts talking to you in Latin. Would you be like, whoa, this guy is so mysterious and cool, I kinda wish we could get to know each other? Also, would it be mysterious if this guy with the Gucci felt hat wrote his phone number in the... No! I think this is like the most progress I got! And I was having really fun reading that one about the gatekeeping social media consumption. This is actually the best challenge that I've like ever thought of. Not that I've done challenge runs. So this is going to be the peak, and then like everything else is just going to be super mid. Also, the reason I started kind of doing a bit better when I was quoting that one Invincible meme is because I say that so often. Like every day. It is insane. I can confirm that with my friend Blade, username Sparrowluxith on YouTube. Go subscribe even though he hasn't posted anything. And we say it to each other all the time when we have good news. We're just like, Blade, this is good news. We can finally be bees. Even though it has nothing to do with being a bee. Yet we just say it because we're morons that keep quoting the bees, even though we're not being bees! Also, would it be mysterious if this guy with the Gucci hat wrote his phone number in the, alright, messed it up again. Also, would it be mysterious if this guy with Gucci felt hat wrote his phone number in the sand in front of you and then just ran away really fast? Like, would that come across as interesting and mysterious? Did I just miss twice? My son has a YouTube channel with 12 million subscribers. How do I tell him it's not a viable career option and shut down the account while not being despised? 12 million subscribers? So you're telling me that your son has received a diamond play button and is running a channel that generates enough income to live comfortably, and you're telling him it's not a viable career? Let's do the math. On average, you generate $1 per 200 views in ad revenue, so 1 million views on a video would pay $5,000 on average, which would be what I expect from a 10 million plus subscriber channel. That's $5,000 per video, a month's income for a lot of people in the US. If he were to upload twice a week, that'd be... This is a lot harder when you're reading Copypastas. Guess it does make it more of a challenge video. How did you take that? That'd be $20,000 a month, or $240,000 a year. If he uploads every weekday, that's $1,300,000 a year. Plenty of money to put towards investing and set himself for life. I'd encourage him if you don't want to be left at a nursing home in old age while he's living the dream. Hope that doesn't happen to me. No. Wait. No freaking way. We're nearly on the last page. Am I gonna run out of Copypastas? I actually have to lock in if I don't want to run out of Copypastas. Okay. Luckily, this next one's easy, because I know it. Own a musket for home defense, since that's what the founding fathers intended. 4 ruffians break into my house. What the devil? As I grab my powdered wig and Kentucky rifle, blow a golf ball-sized hole through the first man. He's dead on the spot. Draw my pistol on the second man. Miss him entirely because its smoothbore nails the neighbor's dog. I have to resort to the cannon mounted at the top of the stairs, loaded with grape shot. Tally-ho, lads! The blast shreds... I got it wrong. The one Copypasta that I love more than BBs. I got it wrong. Tally-ho, lads! The grape shot shreds 2 men in the blast. The sound and extra shrapnel set off car alarms. Fix bayonet and charge the last terrified rapscallion. He bleeds out waiting on the police to arrive, since triangular bayonet wounds are impossible to stitch up. Just as the founding fathers intended. Eminem just might be... No! Eminem just might be better than Kanye. Despite popular claims, he doesn't just rap fast. He has super complex lyrics with, quite frankly, the best wordplay in rap. He has super complex that's the same part! Eminem just might be better than Kanye. Despite popular claims, he doesn't just rap fast, he has super complex lyrics with, quite frankly, the best wordplay in rap, as well as the fact that he was promoted by Dre and ruled rap for over a decade. I'm sorry if I said Dre wrong. He outpaces Kanye in his lyricism and his effectiveness, even if his production and beats aren't as good. He also made some of the most incredible diss tracks out there, such as Kill Shot, Go to Sleep, and Cleaning Out My Closet. Also, Eminem made rap more accessible to non-black listeners in a time where you were laughed at for listening to hip-hop if you weren't living in the hood. Swear word police. Whoa there, buddy. Did you just say out loud a swear word? Like, with all the intention and everything? I'll have you know that I can contact the swear word police and get you arrested. I'm totally serious. Like, do you see me smiling? Making a little single sound? That's how serious I am. If I hear a single swear word coming from your mouth, I'll call the swear word police without any hesitation. Control what you speak, buddy. You don't want to be in the swear word prison where the worst people are. You will not hear anything else other than swears and whips hitting swearers. That's not the destiny you want, right? Then don't say anymore. That's it. Oh, right, I forgot I had one more. Okay, I really thought that I was out of copypastas now, but okay. If I don't get it on this try, I have to go to Reddit and get more copypastas. Okay, Ray, what egregious pronouncement just emanated from your impudent maw? You paltry cur, I would have you cognizant of the fact that I am an alumnus of distinguished merit for the hallowed halls of the Navy. Hallowed halls? Hallowed halls. That clearly says hallowed halls. Ray, what egregious pronouncement just emanated from your impudent maw, you paltry cur? I would have you cognizant of the fact that I am an alumnus of distinguished. I'm trying to stall. And this is a big one. Ray, what egregious pronouncement just emanated from your impudent maw, you paltry cur? I would have you cognizant of the fact that I am an alumnus of distinguished merit from the hallowed halls of the Navy SEALs, and have been instrumental in a plethora of clandestine operations against Al-Qaeda. This one's actually mad funny. Ray, what egregious pronouncement just emanated from your impudent maw? Oh, you paltry cur? I would have you cognizant. Gabriel, may I have a crumb of mercy? Ray, what egregious pronouncement just emanated from your impudent maw, you paltry cur? I would have you cognizant of the fact that I am alumnus of distinguished merit from the hallowed halls of the Navy SEALs, and have been instrumental in a plethora of clandestine operations against Al-Qaeda, and having occurred a tally exceeding 300 confirmed terminations, adept in the art of guerrilla warfare. I stand as the preeminent marksman within the entirety of the United States Armed Forces. To me, you are not but another inconsequential target. I shall excise you from existence with a precision hitherto unseen upon this terrestrial sphere. Mark my words, you harbor the delusion that impunity shields you from the consequences of your insolent utterances over the digital ether. No! I was like nearly halfway through the copypasta. Since this is my last copypasta, I'm just gonna keep reading this one until I get it, and if I finish reading this before beating Gabriel, challenge failed, that's what I'm gonna say. Alright, Ray, what egregious pronouncement just emanated from your impudent maw, you paltry cur? I would have you cognizant of the... You know, the whole challenge is pretty fun, but it turns out that I suck at fighting and reading at the exact same time. So this is my last attempt on standard before I tone it down one difficulty. Ray, okay, I thought I missed. Ray, what egregious pronouncement just emanated from your impudent maw, you paltry cur. I would have you cognizant of the fact that I am an alumnus of distinguished merit from the hallowed halls of the Navy SEALs and have been instrumental in a plethora of clandestine operations against Al Qaeda, having accrued a tally exceeding 300 confirmed terminations, adept in the art of guerrilla warfare. I stand as a preeminent marksman within the entirety of the United States Armed Forces. To me, you are naught but another inconsequential target. I shall excise you from existence with a precision hitherto unseen upon this terrestrial sphere. Mark my words, you harbor the delusion that impunity shields you from the consequences of your insolent utterances over the digital ether. Reconsider, miscreant, at this very juncture. I am engaging my clandestine network of intelligence operatives spanning the continental United States. Your internet protocol address is currently undergoing triangulation. Ergo, prepare yourself for the tempest, you invertible. The tempest that shall obliterate the lamentable semblance of existence you dare to call your own. You are, for all intents and purposes, deceased juvenile. I am capable of materializing at any locus at any temporal instant, and I possess the capability to terminate your existence in excess of 700 distinct modalities, utilizing solely my corporal extremities. Not only am I thoroughly versed in unarmed combat, but I also command access to the entirety of the... No! No! I was doing so good! Dude, I was doing so good! Okay. Alright. Coolio. Someone's gonna... You can call me a coward. Call me a coward. Turn it down the difficulty. I can't do this no more. Turn down the difficulty. Ray, what egregious pronouncement just emanated from your impudent maw, you paltry cur. I would have you cognizant of the fact that I am an alumnus of distinguished merit from the hallowed halls of the Navy SEALs, and I have been instrumental in a plethora of clandestine operations against Al Qaeda, having accrued a tally exceeding 300 confirmed terminations, adept in the art of guerrilla warfare. I stand as a preeminent marksman within the entirety of the United States Armed Forces. To me, you are naught but another inconsequential target. I shall excise you from existence with a precision hitherto unseen upon this terrestrial sphere. Mark my words, you harbor the delusion that impunity shields you from the consequences of your insolent utterances over the digital ether. Reconsider, miscreant. At this very juncture, I am engaging my clandestine network of intelligence operatives spanning the continental United States. Your internet protocol address is currently undergoing triangulation. Ergo, prepare yourself for the tempest, you invertebrate. The tempest that shall obliterate the lamentable semblance of existence you dare to call your own. You are, for all intents and purposes, deceased juvenile. I am capable of materializing at any locus, at any temporal instant, and I possess the capability to terminate your existence in excess of 700 distinct modalities, utilizing solely my corporal extremities. Not only am I thoroughly versed in unarmed combat, but I also command access to the entirety of the arsenal of the United States Marine Corps, which shall I use to deploy its utmost extent to expunge your wretched posterior from the face of this continent. You insignificant annoyance, had you but possessed the foresight to comprehend the unhallowed retribution your diminutive clever remark was poised to precipitate upon your person, perchance. you would have restrained your blasphemous tongue. Alas, you lack such prescience, and thus you shall now incur the commensurate penalty. You egregious imbecile! I shall inundate you with a torrent of unbridled fury, in which you shall inevitably drown. Your demise is imminent, adolescent. If I just had a bit more style, I would have actually P-ranked you, you sad sod. Well, I hope that was fun, guys. Like, subscribe,